George Washington, synonymous with American independence, emerged from humble beginnings. Born in 1732 in Westmoreland County, Virginia, he entered a world on the cusp of change. Growing up on his family's plantation, Ferry Farm, he experienced colonial life. At 16, Washington embarked on his first surveying expedition into the Shenandoah Valley. He honed his skills, earning a reputation as a meticulous and reliable surveyor. These traits would serve him well on a much larger stage. As tensions escalated between Great Britain and France in the Ohio Valley, Washington's surveying expertise became increasingly valuable. At the age of 21, he received a commission as a major in the Virginia militia. His mission to deliver a message to the French demanding their withdrawal from disputed territory. Washington's journey into the Ohio country brought him face to face with the harsh realities of frontier warfare. He encountered resistance from French forces, leading to the first shots of what would become the French and Indian War. Although ultimately unsuccessful in his mission, Washington's courage and leadership under fire did not go unnoticed. Following his experience in the Ohio country, Washington was appointed commander of the Virginia Regiment. He led his men through a series of grueling campaigns, facing setbacks and victories alike. The war proved a brutal education for Washington, exposing him to the complexities of military strategy and the importance of discipline and morale in the face of adversity. The conclusion of the French and Indian War in 1763 did little to quell the growing unrest in the American colonies. Great Britain's attempts to assert greater control over its colonial possessions met with fierce resistance. Washington, now a respected military leader and influential figure in Virginia, emerged as a vocal critic of British policies. When the Second Continental Congress convened in Philadelphia in 1775, Washington was unanimously chosen to lead the Continental Army. Despite his reservations about assuming such a daunting responsibility, Washington accepted the call to duty. He recognized the gravity of the situation, understanding that the fate of the colonies hung in the balance. Washington's leadership during the American Revolutionary War proved instrumental in securing independence. He faced numerous challenges: a poorly trained and equipped army, shortages of supplies and formidable British forces, yet he persevered, demonstrating unwavering resolve and strategic brilliance. With the successful conclusion of the Revolutionary War, Washington yearned for the tranquility of private life at Mount Vernon. However, fate had other plans for him. The newly independent nation faced numerous challenges: a weak central government, economic instability, and internal divisions. Recognizing the need for a stronger union, Washington reluctantly agreed to attend the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia in 1787. At the convention, Washington's presence commanded respect and helped to foster compromise among the delegates. His support for a strong national government proved crucial in shaping the structure of the new government. His willingness to serve as the nation's first president further solidified his status as the indispensable man. Washington's contributions to the founding of the United States extended beyond the battlefield. He played a pivotal role in shaping the nation's government and establishing the principles upon which it would be governed. His vision of a united and prosperous America would continue to guide the nation for generations to come. Section 5. Assuming the presidency. In April 1789, George Washington took the oath of office as the first President of the United States. The weight of expectation rested heavily upon his shoulders. The world watched with bated breath as the newly formed nation embarked on this unprecedented experiment in self-governance. Washington approached his presidency with a blend of humility and determination. He understood that his actions would set precedents for those who followed. He carefully assembled a cabinet of trusted advisors, including Thomas Jefferson as Secretary of State and Alexander Hamilton as Secretary of the Treasury. The early years of Washington's presidency were marked by a series of critical decisions that shaped the course of the nation. He established a federal court system, created the first Bank of the United States, and oversaw the ratification of the Bill of Rights. These actions helped to solidify the authority of the federal government and safeguard the liberties of American citizens. Section 6. Establishing precedents. Washington's presidency set precedents shaping the office today. He balanced executive power and legislative authority. He used his veto power sparingly. Washington maintained American neutrality in foreign affairs. He resisted calls to intervene in European conflicts. His farewell address urged avoiding entangling alliances. Washington's presidency faced challenges. Political divisions emerged with Jefferson and Hamilton. The Whiskey Rebellion tested the new government. Washington's response showed federal strength. Section 7. Domestic challenges and triumphs. Domestically, Washington faced the daunting task of binding together a nation still divided by regional differences and economic disparities. He recognized the importance of fostering a sense of national unity and promoting economic growth. His administration implemented policies aimed at stabilizing the nation's finances, promoting trade, and encouraging westward expansion. The fledgling nation faced numerous challenges during Washington's presidency. The French Revolution ignited debate over American neutrality, with pro-French and pro-British factions emerging within the government. Washington navigated these turbulent waters with prudence, seeking to maintain American neutrality while upholding the nation's honor. Throughout his presidency, Washington remained committed to the ideals of republicanism and civic virtue. He believed that the success of the American experiment depended on an informed and engaged citizenry. He encouraged education, public discourse, and active participation in government. Section 8. A farewell to remember. After serving 2 terms as president, Washington declined to seek a third. In his farewell address, published in September 1796, he shared his reflections on the nation's progress and offered guidance for the future. He warned against the dangers of political factions, sectionalism, and foreign entanglements. He urged his fellow citizens to uphold the Constitution, preserve the Union, and cherish their hard-won liberties. Washington's farewell address became one of the most cherished documents in American history. His words resonated deeply with the American people, serving as a timeless reminder of the principles upon which the nation was founded. He returned to Mount Vernon, eager to resume his life as a private citizen. Despite his desire for retirement, Washington remained a revered figure in American life. He continued to receive visitors from across the nation and abroad, all eager to seek his counsel and pay their respects to the father of his country. Section 9. An enduring legacy. George Washington's death in December 1799 plunged the nation into mourning. His legacy continued to inspire generations of Americans. Washington's contributions to the founding and development of the United States remain unparalleled. He led the Continental Army to victory in the Revolutionary War. He presided over the Constitutional Convention and served as the nation's first president. Washington is remembered for his commitment to republicanism, civic virtue, and national unity. His life and career serve as a testament to leadership and integrity. As the father of his country, George Washington left an indelible mark on the United States.